Hey there, I wanted to talk about loneliness. Loneliness is something I know in my life is a big thing. I had good friends in college, and I can remember though wandering around the campus at 1 in the morning, crying because I felt so lonely. I always thought the girlfriend was the answer to that, and God called me to put away my radar. I'm always looking, maybe her, maybe her. And I did, and that was really hard. And I was like, no, girlfriend, I'm not looking. Let me just focus on developing friendships. And you know what? And the more I did that, the more that loneliness disappeared. Now, you know, God said regarding Adam in the garden that it is not good for him to be alone. I will find a helpmate suitable for him. So think about this. This was pre-fall, pre-sin. Adam is living in the Garden of Eden. He has uninterrupted communion with God, and God's love for him. And yet it was not good that he was alone without a woman. So God takes care of that. And he creates Eve out of Adam's rib. And Adam's bone of my bone, this is flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. So, truly, we were made for an intimate relationship, a marriage relationship. And it's not good not to be in that unless called and equipped to do that, right? Now, I don't know. It didn't say if Adam felt lonely. It just said it wasn't good for him to be alone. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I want to talk about managing the emotion of loneliness. And this is, how to manage the emotion. Again, we talked a little bit about meeting the need, about developing friendships and all that kind of stuff. So yesterday evening, I was speaking with, a 30-year-old woman that I know, a friend, and, asking her to do me a favor if she would read my book and give me some feedback on the manuscript. Because, it's aimed at her demographic. So anyway, it was great to talk with her. I mean, she's just beautiful. And like all women, and her, and I left feeling this ache of loneliness. And, I start to imagine a relationship with her. And I'm like, oh, no, that's not going to happen. And it would be disastrous for both of us if it did. So I'm trying, I'm like, okay, let's not think about that. Let's not think about it. And, I remember to do what I advised to do is I stopped thinking about these things and I got in touch with my body. And I was like, where am I feeling this emotion? Because we feel our emotions in our body. And, for me, a lot of times it's right in the diaphragm there. And, I could feel all this agitation and irritation, And as I didn't try to stop it. I didn't try to do anything except just feel it and let myself feel it. And as, this went on for, a few minutes, 5 minutes at the most to resolution. And, as I just felt it, that irritation subsided. And there was it felt like a circle, right? that just felt this ache, you know? And that ache was the feeling of loneliness. And I just let myself feel it. And, you know, aches don't feel that great. But again, after a few minutes, it dissipated. You know, whereas if I'd have been carrying on, imagining this lady or other ladies, that sensation would not have gone away. And I'd be all lost in my head and off track from my life on what I think I should be doing, you know? So it's just a really good thing. And you know what? I'll tell you what, I was going to a Wednesday night church thing, and, you know, afterwards, I connected with a couple of the guys there, you know, talking about like stuff I'm struggling with, hearing from them, their experiences growing through that. And, you know, I feel connected versus lonely. So anyway, again, not to discount how we were created for marriage, not to discount how we can feel lonely, you know, without friends. But just to talk a little bit about, okay, when we do feel like that, how do we manage it in a healthy way? All right, take care, man.